Pratasmarami hridhi samsphurdamaatmatattvam Satchit sukham paramahamsa gatim turiyam Yat swapna jagara sushuptam avaiti nityam Tad brahma nishkalamaham nacha bhuta sangam. At dawn I meditate with my heart on the self-effulgent Atman, the existence, consciousness, bliss absolute, the goal of all ascetics, the transcendent and eternal, who is beyond the states of waking, dream and sleep. I am verily that indivisible Brahman and not a combination of material elements. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. This morning our subject is the Science of Japam. One may ask, is there any science in spiritual life, in japa or meditation? Of course there is a method of science in spiritual life, as there is a method of science in the physical science. A physicist, a biologist, a chemist follow their methods. Once a Swami told me about his life's experience. He was a brilliant student. He was giving his final MSc examination in the Calcutta University. And in the practical class, he mixed two chemicals and waiting for the result. Result did not come. He was very upset. Sat for 3 hours. Then came out, his professor asked, what is the matter? And now it did not work. Well, did you mix the two chemicals? I did. Did you shake it? No. That is the reason you did not get the result. He put two chemicals, but he did not shake it. So it was not mixed up, so there was no result, and he failed. And he says, my failure became my boon. I became a monk. If I would not fail, I would be a professor in the university. How important it is to follow the instruction of the teacher. Sometimes we use our judgment. The book says H2O1, 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen mixing together become water. If you put half and half, you will not get the water. You will have to follow the instruction. That is the method of science. You want to learn driving. Your instructor said, don't drive through the red light. If you don't follow, you will be killed. From other direction, those who have green light, they will hit your car and kill you. You must follow the instruction of the teacher. Otherwise it will not work. Before I begin the subject, I shall briefly tell you about the sound, the science of sound. We hear sound all the time. The sound of the car, freeways, radio, television, neighbors talk. If you open television, CNN 24 hours giving the news. Some stations are showing movies all the time. Sound, so much sound vibrating all over the space. Sometimes this too much sound creates disturbance to our systems. It brings sickness. I remember when I was in Hollywood, when I first came in 1971, our center was just near the Hollywood Freeway, 101. And I saw, even at midnight, 4 lanes, 8 lanes, continually cars are running. I said, when will these American people go to bed? I was confused. Here people do not sleep at night. I saw 4 lanes and 4 lanes, 8 lanes, continuously cars are running near our Hollywood temple. Amazing. And too much noise, too much sound. What is sound? According to Vedanta, Anadi nidhanam brahma shabda tattam jadaksharam vivartate arthavavena prakriya jagatu jataha. All sound comes from Brahman, which is without beginning and end. From Brahman originates sound, and from sound creation, the universe and the beings. Sound has 4 parts. First is called para. At that time, in the original state, in Brahman, sound is there in potential form, but has no manifestation. Just it is there. Then in the next stage called Pushyanti. At that time, sound and its meaning are there, but not separate. I was imagining what kind of example I shall give to the audience. Do you know what thought came to my mind first? Here is an embryo is going to be formed. Here is this semen and blood, just they met together. 2 are visible. And it is going to form an embryo. That is called Pushyanti state. Purusha and Prakriti, both are there. Shiva and Shakti, both are there. But not separate, together. That is called Pushyanti state. When the mind goes to the Pushyanti state, you see God. That is Shagun Brahman. Come 1 step down. It is called Madhyama, the mental state. That is the causal state. Mahakas, the cause of the cause, Brahman. Ishvara, God, Pushyanti, that is the causal state. Next step is called Madhyama, thinking state. At that time, sound is there, meaning are there, but both are in the mind. They are not separated. But both are. Try to understand how it goes. Vachaka, Vacha. Vachaka means sound. Vacha means meaning. I say chair. I created a sound, immediately this chair form is visible. Vachak is the sound, chair, and Vacha is the chair itself, the object. Cow, sound, the object. All these sounds immediately takes form, its meaning. Every sound has its own meaning. It is amazing how it goes. Bachaka. What happens at that time? This whole universe came from sound, names and forms. That is Maya, manifestation, this world we live in. It came from sound. Here is a watch. Sound, form. You destroy all watch of this world, still that sound will remain. Perhaps someone will again invent a watch. Sound. Whole universe is created from sound. How that one sound becomes many, that is the question. The Upanishad says, look, in Chandogya Upanishad, the father was teaching his son, look, idam sadeva swamya idam agra asit ekameva dvitiyam. Listen, my son, in the very beginning, there was only Sat existence, one without a second. Then it became many. How? How it became many? Here is clay. From that clay you made cups, plates, saucers, vases, so many things you can make. But clay, if you melt them again, all will be clay. Here's a lump of gold. From gold you can make earring, nose ring, necklace, bracelet, so many ornaments you can make this from that gold. Again it is gold. Gold alone is real. Gold alone is one. But you can make many. That is the way this world came. From pure consciousness, from Brahman, through its Maya power, it became many. In this respect, we find there is some similarity between the Bible, according to St. John and Vedanta. In the Bible we read, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. All things were made by Him. In Him was life, and the life was in the light of men. The light shineth in darkness, but darkness comprehended it not. Swami Vivekananda says the whole philosophy of Christianity is in these first 5 verses of St. John. He commented, the Hindu calls this Maya, the manifestation of God, because it is the power of God. The absolute reflecting through the Maya is what we call nature. The word has 2 manifestations, the general of nature and the special one of the avatars, Krishna, Buddha, Jesus, Ramakrishna. The absolute cannot be known. We cannot know the Father. We can know only the Son. We see the absolute through avatar. Now the question comes. We read in the Bible, in the Genesis, let there be light, there is light. Let there be water, there is water. Let there be earth, there is earth. Whatever comes from the lips of God, immediately it shows, it manifests. Why? Because He is truth. His life is established in truth. He is truth itself. Even a saint, a yogi, if they say any word, that thing will manifest, will be fulfilled. And God is the truth. So, from His words, this whole creation came. If we carefully listen, we shall hear Nadadhuni, Brahmadhuni. You put your 2 fingers into your ear, you will hear dap, dap, shon, shon, dap, dap, shon, shon. Some sound all the continuously going on. You cannot help it. Sound is vibrating everywhere. I remember I read a fiction, Jean Christophe, written by Romarola, got Nobel Prize in 1915. It is the actually fictional life of Beethoven. He was telling Christopher, why do you compose songs? Christopher had an uncle, he was crazy, Gottfried. You know, music is everywhere. Listen to the air. There is music. Listen to the stream, the murmuring sound of the stream. You will hear music. Listen to that cricket, ching, ching, ching. At the night time, there is music. Why are you composing music? Nature is creating music all the time. Music is everywhere. We do not have ears, so we do not hear. You see, Swami Vivekananda was in Hardwar. He was listening. The Ganges was flowing. He was telling that Ganges is now singing in the Bhairava Raga. a special raga, ragini, a musical note. He saw the mantra in golden letters. We do not have eyes, we do not have ears to see those things. The mystics do. When Sri Ramakrishna used to perform ritual, next Sunday when you will find I shall practice ritual, you will find I shall take water and I shall put a mark around my seat. And I shall repeat a mantra called Rang, R-A-N-G. That mantra means Buddhi Prakar Chinta. I am putting the firewall around me so no evil thought should come to me when I am performing ritual. That is the meaning of the mantra. When Sri Ramakrishna put that mark, he saw actually blazing fire around him. Now in the computer they have to avoid the virus, they call firewall some they put firewall to protect the computer. Well, it came from that Hindu mantra. But as you have seen in the computer, there are so small wheels are there. When the computer is on or when a big machine, small wheels also rotate. This continuous rotation of those wheels creates a sound. It is called nadodhvani, uninterrupted sound. But the yogi's mind transcends this noise. When a disciple receives the mantra from the teacher, that mantra has a power to subdue other thoughts of the mind. The small thoughts can be subdued by higher thoughts. Sometimes you hear the jazz music, sometimes some cars run through in front of our center. Loud sound. Perhaps the car has no hood and they play all the loud sound. It brings palpitation to the heart. But that sound just subdues all other noises. Similarly, this mantra subdues various kinds of noises which are continuously arising in human minds. Baseball, food, clothing, car, various kinds of sounds, noises. But mantra subdues it. Some people take initiation. In this country now, initiation, you can buy it. You can buy the mantra. Sometimes you can get family discount, senior citizen discount. Anyhow, if you ask who is the deity of your mantra, I don't know. Every mantra is connected with a deity. When we say Jesus, Sri Ramakrishna, Krishna, those forms manifest in our minds. The mantra of a deity is that letter or combination of letters which reveals the deity to the consciousness of the aspirant who has evoked it by sadhana. For example, Gayatri Mantra. Every Brahmin boy in India will have to repeat the mantra in the morning and evening, minimum. What is the mantra? Om Bhur Bhuvaswa Tatsvitur Varenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Onaha Prachodayat Om. This is the mantra. Meaning, we meditate on the Creator of the physical, astral or celestial planes, who is the embodiment of knowledge and light, who is the remover of ignorance, may he enlighten our intellects. This is the mantra. I remember when I was 15, 16 years old, I was initiated with the sacred thread. So my aunt, she was a revolutionary. She was telling me a story. You know, you will go to Calcutta to school, but morning and evening you must repeat 108 times this mantra. She was a great scholar. She used to address 5,000 people without microphone. Mahatma Gandhi's follower, you see. Great speaker. So she told me a story. Once a man, he was very immoral. He used to go to a brothel every night. But early in the morning, from the brothel, he used to come to the Ganges and take bath. And seeing the rising sun, he used to repeat this Gayatri mantra. And he saw that every time he would come to the Ganges Ghat, another woman would come with dirty cloth and take bath. She would change her cloth, washes her clothes, and then with fresh cloth she would leave. Out of curiosity, one day this man asked the woman, "May I ask you, who are you? Every day I see you come when I come to the Ganges Ghat." She said, "I am the goddess Gayatri. I come here to show you that this my mantra purifies everything. You do immoral acts, but the moment you repeat mantra, you become pure." This story my aunt told me. This mantra has a purifying power. When you take initiation, your body, mind become pure. And blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Only pure souls only can see God. That is truth, gospel truth. What is Japa? The two letters Ja and Pa in Japa should be understood. The letter Ja indicates bija, seed or source. The letter Pa stands for Pranava or Omkara. Thus Pranava is the root source of this creation. Hence Japa indicates the contemplation of Pranava, Om. The Upanishad enjoins Tat Jalan iti upashita, that is, that from which everything originates, is to be worshipped. He who is the support of this creation has to be contemplated in Japa. Our spiritual life begins when we rise from the region of darkness of ignorance and move towards the blazing light of prajna, wisdom. We pray that we may be lifted from darkness to light, from untruth to truth, from mortal to immortal. This is known as Adharoha, the ascent of the spirit. The function of Japa is to make our attitudes and inclination turn towards the central of bliss, truth and light. What is Japam? It is the repetition of any mantra or the name of God. Japa is an important aspect of yoga. Krishna says in the Gita, "Among the sacrifices, I am the sacrifice of Japa." What is the difference between Japa and meditation? Japa is the repetition of the mantra of the deity, and meditation is the meditation on the form of the Lord with his attributes. Sometimes we repeat mantra. The moment your mind is concentrated, stop mantra, meditate. Again, mind is restless, again repeat mantra. In this way, you can switch back and forth. I give an example. You love your mother. You, from outside, you are calling mother, mother, mother. Mother responds. Well, I am here, my daughter or my son, please come in. The moment you go and see your mother, do you say, Ma, Ma, Ma? No. At that time, you just enjoy your mother. When you see the deity, you do not call. The moment you do not see, you call. That is the way meditation and Japam go together. In deep meditation, Japam sound will automatically stop. At that time, you are united. You have your divine union, divine communion with God. That is the way it works. Sometimes people ask Swami, what is the meaning of the mantra? The first Om is this universal symbol, A-U-M. A sound, actually it starts from the navel, some says from the throat, and U connects, and M when you close your lips. The whole sound symbol is in that monosyllabic word Om. It is an universal symbol. The Hindus call it pranava. Prakristarupena nuyate istuyate iti pranava. It brings illumination. Then there is so many mantras are there, some seed mantras. For example, ring, meaning, O Lord, you are the supreme Brahman, you are Shiva, divine mother. Please remove all my sufferings and grant me devotion to you. There is a mantra shastra. There is called in Sajjan Woodruff wrote a book, Garland of Letters. All mantras and the meanings are there. It is good to know the meaning. I sometimes say mantra is just like your ID card. If you go to the plane or somewhere, they will have to show them ID. Who are you? Mantra is just like a stamp in the heart, which Guru puts there. The seed he plants there. Sometimes I give another illustration. It is the duty of a guru to put the seed in the heart. He is just like a farmer. And what is the duty of a disciple? The disciple has 3 jobs. First, you will have to put water. You will have to irrigate that plant, that seed, otherwise it will not grow. That is devotion. Second, you must remove the weeds, otherwise your plant will be covered and killed by the weeds. So you will have to remove those weeds. I call it discrimination. Third, if you want to expedite the growth of your plant, you must put fertilizer. I call it longing, passion for God. So devotion, discrimination, passion. These 3 things, if you put in your mantra, it will produce the result. The basic principles of Japa. The main object of Japa is to unmask the veil which covers knowledge and expand our vision so as to enable us to grasp the truth. Ordinarily, our perception of truth is limited and distorted. We are steeped in ignorance about our origin and destiny, and therefore our outlook on life and the world at large is misleading and burdensome. Due to our impulses and dispositions caused by rajas activities, we are often led into wrong tracks, and our tamas, or inertia, restrains the continued search after truth, and we often give up this search as tiresome and exacting. Mantra brings the concentration of the mind. It stops restlessness. A mantra accelerates, generates, creates force. Mantra produces harmony of the body, mind, and spirit. It soothes the nerves, calms the mind. It releases the cosmic or supercosmic consciousness. It bestows illumination, freedom, peace, bliss and immortality. Sometimes people say, Swami, do I need a guru? That is a common question. There are so many books are available, I can choose my own mantra and I can practice it. You see, guru, if the seed is in the box, it will never germinate. Seed is to be planted. Somebody should plant the seed in your heart. Otherwise it does not work. Let me give an example. When you are a little child, your mother or father or your teacher taught you A, B, C, D, alphabet. If you argue, why should I learn the alphabet? I don't need the alphabet. Alphabet A, B, C has no meaning. Your teacher may slap you, perhaps. Don't question. Learn alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F. Then combination of the letters. I am, me, tiger, cat, fat, mat. All these words, combinations of words will come. Then sentences will come. This is the way we learn language. In the beginning, every one of us have learned ABCD. There is no escape. At that time, do not argue. If you argue, you will be illiterate all through your life. You must learn the alphabet. That is Guru's job. Did you learn alphabet without someone else, without any help from anybody? No. You don't remember how many teachers you had before you finish your school and college. From kindergarten to other schools, how many hundreds of teachers you learned from them. And about the spiritual life, I don't need a guru. It does not work that way. Sometimes people get confused without guru. I sometimes give another illustration. You read Gray's Anatomy. You know where is gallbladder and what does it do, and if it is out of order, how painful it is. Reading the Gray's Anatomy, you cannot do surgery on the gallbladder. You will have to go to medical school, you will have to be a surgeon, you will have to watch many gallbladder surgery, then you will dare to open somebody's abdomen. It is not easy. Similarly, in the mantra, also you will have to learn from your guru. There is no other way. When we sit for meditation in the shrine, we repeat mantra closing our eyes. We see darkness. Close your eyes and you see darkness. What is that darkness? It is called ignorance. Avidya. And when we open our eyes, we do not see darkness. Actually, our eyes are also see, this is darkness. But we do not see it. Do you know why? Because the external light illumines all these faces, so I do not see. But actually it is darkness. This is a mystery. Please try to observe, learn this. This is the special technique. This world is the manifestation of light. This light takes form. Let me give an example. You put liquid water in a tray and put it into the freeze. It will take at least 10 minutes to become solid ice. The more heat, more cold, and then slowly the liquid things will become solid ice. it becomes ice cubes. Similarly, this light, when it becomes intensified, it takes form. We call it ghanibhuta. Consolidated you are the embodiment of that energy, consciousness, and took this form. All these forms you see, it is the concentrated light. Just like concentrated coal makes the liquid as solid ice, same way. And this knowledge comes when these three consciousness meet. Look, how does it work? Pramatri Chaitanya, I am the seer. This seer is the seen, Prameya Chaitanya. And the Praman, it goes through my eyes, my consciousness, and brings the knowledge of this seer. So whenever you get knowledge, we remember the three types of consciousness must coincide, otherwise there is no knowledge. If there is a wall in front of me, I cannot have the knowledge of the seer. My eyes are there, my mind consciousness is there, but I have no knowledge of the seer. I am blind. Chair is there, mind is there, I have no knowledge of the chair. Chair is there, my eyes are open, my mind is thinking something else, I will not get the knowledge of the chair. These three consciousness must coincide. That is the way this knowledge comes. When you repeat the mantra, your sound, speech, and the mind, and the object, deity, the moment these three coincide, you will get the vision of God. Our problem is they do not coincide. I am repeating the mantra, mind is in Kansas City, mind is in California. That is the reason it is not working. These three must coincide. This is the science. The yogi hears the heart, hear the nadadhvani, which originates from Kundalini. Let me tell you really what happens. When you repeat mantra, hours, your throat slowly gets tired. You continuously speak, your voice will go down and down and down and down. At last you said, I cannot talk anymore. Voice will go down. When the voice goes down, sound stops. Do you know what happens at that time? That means sound, the air stops. When the vayu, the air movement, which is I am creating now, when it stops, the heart opens. At that time, the space opens. I cannot talk, but my thought is there. That the heart chakra opens at that time. Sushumna channel opens. At that time, the sound will come from inside, the mantra. The heart starts to repeat mantra. The prana repeats mantra. The whole system vibrates with mantra, but inaudible. There are three ways you can repeat mantra. First, Vaikhari. I am repeating mantra, Om. That is called Vaikhari. Second, Upamshu. My lips are moving. I listen, you don't listen. Only I listen what I am repeating. That is called Upangshu. And Manas, even the lips will not move. Mentally I am repeating the Om mantra. So among the three ways, at that time, the mantra goes in the inner chamber. And there is vibration. At that time, do you know what happens? At that time, the yogis hear the nadadhvani, continuous tone, voice. What is it? Sound of the sphere or something like that, you say? That sound comes. At that time, the Sushumna channel is clear and it is empty. And it goes through that channel, the sound. I was reading a very funny, it is a beautiful statement that Narada was asking this in Kali Yuga, how to function, Kali Shantarana Upanishad. It is very interesting, very nice. In the Shweta Yuga, people who are established in truth, they used to meditate. In Treta Yuga, they used to perform various kinds of Vedic rituals and sacrifices. In Dwapara Yuga, they practiced austerity and worship. In Kali Yuga, the main spiritual discipline is repeating God's name. Our bodies are not strong enough. If we do not eat one day, we become weak. We need some simple thing. So Narada was asking Brahma, "Oh Lord, how shall I be able to cross this Kali, this dark age, wandering in this world?" Brahma replied, "Listen, that which the Shrutis keep as secret and hidden, by which one may cross this world in Kali Yuga. One can shake off the evil effects of Kali. Kali means dark age, through mere uttering the name of the Lord Narayana." Again Narada asked, "May I know that name, my Lord?" Brahma replied, "Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare." It is 32 letters, this mantra. It's quite well known in the Vaishnava tradition. These 16 names destroys doubtless the evil effects of Kali. They remove the avarana, the veil of ignorance of the jiva surrounded by rays. Then like the sun which shines in full effulgence after the clouds are dispersed, Parabrahman alone shines in full splendor. Narada asked, "O Lord, may I know the rules to be observed in the repetition of the mantras?" Brahma replied, "There are no rules. Whenever in a pure or in an impure state utters these, always attains liberation." Anyhow, that is the Kali Shantarana Upanishad. Very interesting. Every mantra has the following 6 parts. It has got a rishi who had self-realization for the first time through this mantra and who gave the mantra to others. He is the seer of the mantra. Gayatri mantra's seer was Vishwamitra, a rishi. Then it has a bija, seed. This gives a special power to the mantra. This is the essence of the mantra. Every mantra has got a shakti. Lastly, it has a kilaka, pillar or pin. This plug of the mantra Chaitanya that is hidden in the mantra, as soon as the plug is removed by constant and prolonged repetition of the name, the Chaitanya that is hidden is revealed. Mananatrayati mantra. By the mantra, means of which one is protected or is released is mantra. It is mantra that leads to the realization of one's own chosen deity, and also practically speaking, the Ishtadevata and the mantra are one and the same. Nam Nami Abhed. Jesus and the person Jesus are one, identical. How does it work? I tell you one thing. I told you a ghost story. You know, when you go to the forest park, you will find there is a banyan tree. In that tree, there is a ghost, terrible looking ghost. I told you all the story and how horrible, awful it looks. That thing I put in your mind. So one evening you have gone for a walk and you are thinking, shh, it is that tree. Swami told me that there is a ghost in this tree. There must be something. And you are alone. And it is a dark night. And you are thinking, ghost, ghost, ghost. All of a sudden, perhaps the wind moved the branch of the tree, perhaps one bird also sat and made some noise, and immediately shouted, ghost, ghost, ghost. Perhaps you unconscious fell down on the ground. Look how ghost mantra works. You fell down unconscious in the forest park. Similarly, Guru gave the mantra, perhaps you know, Jesus or Ramakrishna, repeat, repeat, repeat. And if you have that kind of, that vision came out of fear, you see. But if you can have that vision out of love, concentrated love can bring that vision also. There are many ways you can awaken the mantra. One way, I shall tell you some, I wrote an article, I wanted to read, but there is no time. Ramakrishna, a name, and the science of Japa. There are many ways you can repeat the mantra. When you repeat, every repetition you must visualize your deity. That is one way. Second way, try to think from your tailbone up to this Sahasrara, up to this, think that there is like a neon light. Through the breathing, you can repeat with the mantra, you can clear that passage, the Sushumna channel. Most of the people's mind goes from the upper, they call it Ida. On the backbone, in the middle goes to Sushumna. Left side is Ida, right side is Pingala. So Ida and Pingala, your air current is rotating continuously. That is Bahirjagat, external world. It rises, the world, and it goes down. Continuously, your system, my system, all systems are rotating this way. The external world, worldly thoughts. But if you know how to manipulate it, if it goes to the Sushumna channel, then all the centers will open, you will get illumination. A little bit channel is open, otherwise you will not get any kind of knowledge. But if it is fully open, the yogi's mind, it goes to the Sushumna channel, it gets illumination. How to do it? How to do it? That is the question. Mantra Shastra says, through mantra you can open that channel. That I was trying to explain to you how it works. Sometimes I ask those who really, this lecture is for the people, those who really want to practice spiritual discipline. You should have a separate room. If not, make a corner of your room and set up a shrine. Religion is not only in the church on Sundays. It must be every day in your house, in your day-to-day life. Create an atmosphere. Offer some flowers, make some flowers, make good some sceneries or play some music. And it is good time to practice Japam and meditation in the Brahma Muhurta. 24 minutes before sunrise. That time is very, very even. The mind becomes very calm, quiet, serene. The conjunction between the day and night and day are the best times to practice meditation and japa. Some people are in the evening, the moment they come, they turn on the television. Our Portland Swami used to say, God vision and television never go together. Sometimes midnight also is very good. There is a saying in Hindi. The first 12 hours at night, first 3 hours, everybody is awake. Next 3 hours for the people, those who want to enjoy. And 9 to 12. And 12 to 3 are for the thieves and the robbers. They want to steal, you see. That is the best time to steal. And from 3 to 6, that is for the yogis. For the yogis, for practicing meditation and japa. Next is selection of Ishta, chosen deity. You must be devoted to your deity. And You must learn how to sit properly. Meditation and Japam is possible only in sitting posture. If you lie down, you will go to sleep. And if you stand up, you need balancing. Meditation is only possible in the sitting posture. Sit in a comfortable way. I had to concentrate in the heart chakra. Some rules may be observed practicing the Japam. When you go to repeat mantra, rinse your mouth. The other day, one day I saw a lady took lunch and was going to observe practice mantra in the shrine. We have a vigil few times a year. I said, did you rinse your mouth? No, Swami. Ari. First rinse your mouth. Go to the bathroom. And then with clean mouth repeat the mantra. If food particles are there in the mouth, you should not do that. Follow some definite rules. When you sit for meditation, you should have loose clothes, not tight jeans. It is uncomfortable. You must have a separate set of clothing for your meditation and japa. The moment you put on that clothing, immediately you will get connection. It is very important. Your room, bed should be just clean. Observe silence. Avoid looking hither and thither. Fix your eyes only on your own self. Keep the number. Before you begin a japa, pray. Sometimes, do you know how yogis pray? Facing the east, pray. Let all beings be happy. Let all beings be peaceful. Let all beings be blissful. That thought you send in the east, west, south, north. Whatever you will project, those things, those vibrations will come to you. Never harbor any ill thoughts, ill feelings for others. That will be boomerang. Whatever you will project, that thing will come back to you. If you show a smiling face in front of the mirror, you will get a smiling reflection. Gloomy, gloomy reflection. Whatever you will project, that thing will come back to you. And in the shrine, the place you have selected, you must sit on that place every day. You must use your own asana. Don't use others' asana, because others' vibrations will affect you. These things you will have to learn from your guru, how to do it. These are the rules. When we utter a man's name, his face manifests in our minds. It is also evident that when we call Rama, Shama does not respond. When I call John, Jack does not respond. Likewise, if we call a particular deity, he or she responds. Of course, one will have to call the deity wholeheartedly. As a person sleeping in a room with closed doors wakes up to respond, if anybody knocks calling his name and opens the door. In the same way, if anyone takes the name of God, repeating his holy mantra, and performs spiritual practices with simple faith and zealous devotion, the Lord who dwells in all beings wakes up and opens the door of the temple of the aspirant's heart. He fulfills his cherished desire and reveals himself to him in the form of the chosen deity. Sometimes I ask people, when you repeat the mantra, when somebody wants to come to your room, tuck, 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 they knock at the door. Hello, is anybody here? Listen, is anybody here? Similarly, when you repeat the mantra, you just hit on your heart chakra. Lord, open the door for me. Lord, open the door for me. As if you are knocking the door. That is the way, Lord, out of compassion, He will open the door for you. Sometimes one can repeat mantram through different chakras. Here 100 times, throat chakra 100 times, eyebrow 100 times, here 100, in the Shahasrara, 1000 petal. Here 100 times, again here 100 times, here 100 times, throat 100 times, heart 100 times. You go back and forth, you will find your mind will go indrawn, will go within very quickly. Then I shall tell you one verse, I shall explain to you how they do. In the Panchadoshi, Vidyaranya Muni said how to conquer the mind. Jitam Jagat Kena Manohi Jena. Who has conquered the world? The person who has conquered his or her own mind. If you have conquered your mind, that's it. How to conquer the mind? He says, Buddha Tattvena Dhidosho Shunnai Dhidosho Shunnena Ekanta Vasina Didgo Pranavam Ucharjo Monorajya Vijayati. That is his method. How to control, how to overcome these vagaries, the restlessness of the mind. He said, take the instruction of your teacher who will tell you, give you some kind of indirect experience about God. There is God, there is Brahman, you are the Jiva. How to connect with God, how to establish relationship with God. Take that instruction and just have conviction in your mind. Second, Didosho Shunnena. Try to clean your mind, lust, anger, jealousy, all this horrible stuff, all the negative feelings, clean it. That is the second step. Third step, Ekanta Vasana, go to solitude. Alone. It is a flight from alone to alone. Journey. It is a journey for a single person. If I eat food, that will not fill up your stomach. If you eat food, that will not fill up my stomach. You will have to eat yourself. Then, do you know what happens? He says that 4 ways the world enters the mind. First, through the eyes. Second, through the ears. Third, through the mouth. Fourth, through the mind. The moment you are alone in solitude, 3 are automatically stopped. You are not talking with anybody. You are not seeing anything. And you are not listening to anybody. The moment these 3 doors are closed, immediately mind becomes weak. Mind does not think external things too much. Now how to kill that mind? This Vidyaranya Muni, the great Vedantin, he says, do you know how? Perhaps here is the fort, encircled by the enemies. Do you know what do the enemies first do? First they cut the supply lines. They cut the water connection, they cut the electricity connection, they cut the food supply. Immediately the soldiers in the fort, immediately they become weak. No food, no water, no supply line cuts. Then these enemies started to throw shells, bombs, and all the soldiers will be killed. Similarly, all the vagaries, all the restlessness of the mind will be killed. What is the bombshell? As there is a bombshell cannon of the shell cannon, the cannons through the shells. Here, the mantra, Om, Dirgha Pranavam, Dirgha, long Om, Om, as long as you can. If you continuously repeat, you will find your mind will be automatically controlled and conquered. So, it is a science. I told you in brief, there are so many things to say. There are big volumes about this Tantra Sadhana and Mantra Sadhana. I just give you some ideas how we practice this mantra in our day-to-day life. Thank you. Bhadram karne vishrinayama devam Bhadram pasya makshabhirja jatra Sthirairangaye stushtu bhagam sastanubhi Vishima devahi tanyadayu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May we hear with our ears what is auspicious. May we see with our eyes what is good. May we strong limbs and body sing your praise and enjoy the life allotted to us by you. Om, peace, peace, peace be in full.